Hey, what up, y'all?
What's the deal?
I feel so dumb. I was like, okay, like I've been dying to do interviews. I've been dying to talk to everybody. And then I go on live and I'm just like, shit, I don't know how to work this. Like,
That's how I am too. I don't really be go. I think I went live like one time, well, twice now. I did an interview last time, and that's like the only time I really went live. Like, I don't be
yeah,
knowing
I
this shit
hate it.
either.
Like, I mean, I don't mind it. It's just
Yeah.
if I knew how to work things correctly, then but
Yeah,
yeah. Anyway, how are you?
I'm good. And you? How are you?
I'm good. I know you just celebrated a birthday. I'm sorry I couldn't make it.
It's all
but
good. It's all good.
I saw those Cheeto bags you had. I was like, oh, I'm gonna hit Gentry and tell him to save me one. But
I
like,
got you. I got one for you for
oh
sure.
really? Those are so
They were
fire.
hard
Like, that's hella like custom. Like that's dope.
Yeah, it came out dope. That shit was the one. Like, that was the boy. The whole talk of the whole night was like them Cheetos bags. Like, the motherfuckers was crazy.
And then, oh man, yeah. If I didn't have to work, I totally would have been there. But
nah, it's all good.
Yeah. So I just want to say thank you for willing to do this because, like you said, we both don't do Instagram Live often. Yeah. So.
But it's cool. We got to make it happen. You feel me?
Yeah. So this is extreme social distancing. So it's just like, we're being safe.
Yeah, we being extra cautious right now.
Yeah.
That's right, though. We be all right.
So I want to get like right into it just because,
let's do it.
I know we met like last year at Rucci's Tago-san documentary, and like I had already heard your beats. It was just putting like a face to the name, and then Salis said like, yo, I want you guys to do the interview because it would be like a good one, and we're still gonna do another one, but
yeah, for sure.
I want to know, where did the name Steelz come from? Because it goes with everything, like your user, Steelz killing them, like the songs, like it's just
it's a good one. It's a good one.
Like it just rolls like so good, and I'm just like, what the fuck? You could do so much with that name. Like, where did it come from?
That shit that's a blessing actually. Like, now that I think of it, like later down in my career, it's like I always used it like that too. I always use my name like that. I'll always put like my AIM name was still Scanless. I'm still Scanless, but it was STEEL. Like, so I always did that. But like the name, it really came from like where I grew up in the streets. Like, really, like it's like on some street shit. Like the homies just, that's what they call me. You feel me? And it wasn't like it wasn't like oh, we calling them Steelz because this or something like that. But it was just like some street shit, and it just it stuck with me. All my homies call me that. So it's like I had to go with it. You know what I'm saying? I could not use that name. Like, it would have been weird if I would have used another name, because everybody know me by Steelz. Like, it's been no lie, they've been calling me that since I was like 15 years old. So it's like, it's just been too long. But it's like some street shit, some Long Beach shit. Yeah,
that's so funny. See, everybody has a cool story with their nickname. I just couldn't shut up when I was little, so like.
That's a good question though. People don't even ask me that either. Like, for the most part, people never really ask me. Like, they just be like, because they always think when I tell them, they're like, Steelz, like, oh, you steal stuff? I'm like, no, it's with two E's. I'm like, it's with two E's. They're like, oh, like the Man of Steel. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Like, cool, sure. Yeah, like, I just say sure. Like,
for their own conclusion.
Yeah, I just say sure. Like, yeah, that's right, just like that. I'll be funny.
Whatever works, right? Because it's like the less they know, the better, right? Like,
no, for real. Yep, exactly. It's different strokes for different folks. I might give somebody the real story, you feel me? But 90% of the time, I'm going to just side off like, oh, yeah, just like the Man of Steel,
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So your project is super fire.
Thank you.
I got to listen to it before it was out, and I was just like, man, I know the streets are gonna love this. Yeah. There's just a little bit of everything. Like, most of the beats that I hear from you are always like bangers. Not saying that like the whole album wasn't bangers. It's just always, it's always the shit that like you want to party to, Yeah. And I was extremely surprised to hear different sounds from you and have it still be like stuff that I would go out of my way to listen to, you know what I mean? So was that your main idea with the project, to kind of show all your sounds, all your talents, or did that just flow organically and that's just what ended up happening?
I mean, it kind of flowed organically, but yes, I did want to show that side of me, right? but I still didn't feel like I all the way captivated it because I really have so much style to me. Like I really like to really dig on some shit, and I really like samples. Like the crazy thing is I don't got one record on my album that's a sample, and I'm like the sample god. Like people know, like bro, this man, he could get on his sample bag on some Kanye, Jay-Z type shit. Like that's like my real heart. But you know, I'm from LA, I'm from Long Beach, and being in the culture, like I got to give people what they want, and I have to like kind of adjust to like making the bangers. Like I've been doing it, but like really give them that because all the artists, that's the type of music they do.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start working on my next project, and I think I'm gonna dig even deeper with what I really can do and do all the genres that I really know how to really produce. You know what I'm saying? This one, I think it was just like I did work hard on it. I did put a lot of thought in it, but I know I could go harder. You know what I'm saying? So this was like, it's the warm up to me. Like, you feel me? This is just the warm up, just letting people know that I'm here and what I could do. And I think the next one, I'm gonna show them like, this guy crazy. Like he could do some shit. You feel me? So, but I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like really paid attention to that and seen that I did touch a little bit of kind of everything, almost everything. So that was for sure my goal was to do that, you know?
So like it was you, but it also was you kind of like conforming to all the creatives that you wanted to work with, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Cause there's just so much like one of my favorites is the I Like, because that shit just like bumps. Like I have that shit all the time. And then I also like the one with Stupid Young, just because I really love Stupid Young, and then just the storytelling and stuff. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get a little bit of everything on this project, and that's really what it was.
Yeah, those two are definitely like, that's stupid. That I love.
Like
I like
day and night. They're really different sounds.
Different sounds too.
Like different perceptions of each artist and stuff, and it's still like the whole thing all flows together well. And I was just like, okay, Steelz knows what the hell he's doing. Like,
appreciate that. Yeah, both them songs slap, bro. Those are two of my favorite on the album too, for sure. I like the whole album, but that I Like just brings you in. That's like when you hear that, it just draws you in immediately. And then that When I Go, when you really sit there and listen to that, you like, oh shit. Like I always put myself, like I really put myself in Young's shoes when I listen to that song and just really think about all the shit he's saying. Because if you listen, he's spitting game on that shit.
Yeah, he is.
He giving some jewels and he talking some shit on there. So like when I listen to that record, I always put myself like in this whip with black tin and it's nighttime and I'm just riding through the city. Like that's how I feel when I listen to that record, and that's exactly what that record is. And I feel like when he did that, he really felt that's the feeling he wanted to give people, you know? And that's his real life. All the shit he's talking, like that's really what he about. You feel me?
Yeah. So and that's something your beats just allowed him to like personify his emotions even more. Exactly. You know, so and that was with everything, like even with the I Like it just made the song like even more of a banger, like, you know what I mean? So like in order, like a song is always the producer and the artist, you know, they go hand in hand, and you were able to do that so effortlessly, and I was like, dang, like, and you're saying you have another project coming that's gonna be even like more you, so like I'm just like mind blown at like the possibilities and like sound, like, you know.
Thank you. That's like I feel like that's like my strong suit, right? Is like, I get that the artist should be the main instrument. So when I do these beats, I don't like try to do too much. You get what I'm saying? Like my goal isn't to make like, I'm making the hardest beat, right? I'm trying to make the hardest song.
Yeah.
So it's not about the hardest beat. It's about the best record. So when I do these records, I want the artist to shine over the beat. But when they go together, it's like, it's the perfect match.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you'll be like, damn, this beat is hard because he making that shit sound even harder because he's the main instrument. It's like the Drake effect. Like, go listen to them Drake beats and all. It's not the greatest beats, but the way Drake is on them records, it's out of here. It's always out of here. And that's how I always think of music, is like, let the artist shine over the beat.
Yeah.
And you're gonna make a great record if you do that.
Yeah.
So.
And that's why, well, I had asked you before if if you make the beat with like somebody in mind or not.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and it's sometimes it just, I mean, I'm sure you could tell us more that just you making it, if you have somebody in mind, it's like, okay, is it really gonna bring out what this artist is trying to say? Yeah. How is it gonna, because everything goes like hand in hand, you know, I like that you recognize that it's a song with a producer and artist is a collaboration. Yeah. Like, you know, everything is supposed to flow together well and just, like you said, just everything fit.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Even like back to that question, like when I do beats, I always like, I just know when you make a beat right, you just make a beat right, and you're just like, oh yeah, this Roddy got to get on this, like oh, One Take got to get on this, like you just kind of know, right? Yeah. But I like to like push people and make them do records that nobody thinks they would do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like when artists are open to that versus like, oh no, I just want this style of beat. Like I like to push these artists and like to see like, bro, like I know you do this, but let's see what you sound on this though. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I like people that are open minded to that, because that's me. I want to have that record on like even like on other people's albums, right? I want to have that record like that kind of like stands out more than everybody. It might not be the favorite. It might not be the most unique one that, I mean, the most one like that everybody knows, like, oh yeah, that's an RJ record. Like I want to have that one that's like, oh shit, like, oh damn, I didn't see this coming. Like I like that. I want to have that awkward ass beat on the album. Like that's me always. You feel me? And still make it work though. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You're kind of like just pushing the artist out of the box. And I think a lot of artists are looking for that right now, because I mean, I pay attention to everybody's tweets, and sometimes they'll tweet like, don't send me beats that you think I'd hop on. Like they're even starting to explore their own different sounds and stuff. So you pushing them and even being in the studio with them, pushing them out of the box makes them comfortable with you. And it's just like, I'm really going to go hard for this shit. I'm going to push to do something different, you know? And that could be life-changing in somebody's career. Like, it could be all because you told them, yo, I know this ain't you, but do it, you know? And and it could be the one that just stick like, oh, shit. And I'm sure even like the big dogs in the industry, I'm sure they got them stories like, man, I was passing on this beat, but they pushed me and I did it, and this was my biggest record thus far. Yeah, yeah. They got stories like that. Like they'll be like, man, that song blew up. I didn't even like that song, but it's like, you don't like it, but it's not only about you, it's about what your fans are gonna love, you know? Exactly. So you just never know. Real shit. So if you were to pick 3 songs, like say nobody like knew that you had dropped a project, if you were to pick 3 songs for them to listen to see if they were to become a fan or not, what 3 songs would you pick? That's a good question. Off the rip, number one. Off the rip, number one is I Like. Like, I know, oh yeah, definitely, yeah. That's my first song. I was gonna like judge you a little if you didn't pick that. That's the first song I'm playing. Yeah, that's for sure the first song I'm playing. I think number 2, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do When I Go. I love When I Go, and I think number 3, I'm gonna do Still Ratchet. Yeah. I think those are like the first 3. I think if nobody knew nothing about me and I just, hey, you know, I produce, I got an album, you know, I put this, let me play 3 records. Those I Like, When I Go, and Still Ratchet. I think I'm gonna seal the deal right then and there. Like, oh yeah, he got some shit. I gotta listen to the whole shit now. I gotta listen to the whole thing now. Yeah. I gotta listen to the whole shit now. Real shit. Those are 3 for sure. Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna put those on a playlist so people that are barely tapping in will know. Yeah, let me know. I'm however I can help. Post the playlist and all the shit. Send people there. You feel me? Yeah, yeah. Is there anything else coming within the year? I know it feels like the longest year ever because of what's going on, but like we still have a few more months. Are we getting anything else from you? Like, I know you said you're working on an album, but like, yeah, I'm working on that. I'm gonna take my time though. I'll drop that next year. You know what I'm saying? But of course, I got more stuff coming out. I mean, I'm gonna say it on the live. But me and Yellow got a whole album coming out. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Me and Yellow got a whole album coming out. It's his birthday today, right? Yeah, that's my bro. Yeah, happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday. Yep. So me and him got an album coming out. I got an album coming out with Compton AV, and then I got like 2 or 3 on Rucci's new shit.
Okay.
I think I got 1 or 2 on Young's new shit. Working on RJ's new shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just got a bunch of just a gang of stuff that's just kind of like just been sitting, and we just been waiting for the right time. You know, obviously what's going on right now, people have been holding back and all that, but now people are releasing music and starting to drop music. So I got a lot of stuff that's just gonna be coming out. I probably have like, oh shit, I got my boy Crook One shit coming. I got like 4 on there.
Mm-hmm.
I got his shit. Forgot about bro shit. We actually dropping one on Friday.
Oh wow.
So that's gonna be a slap. That's a slap. And then yeah, I think I got like for the next few months, I got like a record coming out like every week.
Oh shit. Okay.
That I produced at least. You feel me?
Yeah.
Not my record, but that I produced. And then I might drop a few little singles here and there.
Mm-hmm. Just a tease, you know.
Just a tease. You know,
Yeah.
I might drop. I'm good for a couple singles here and there. So you know. Yeah. I'm gonna go through the catalog and see what I got in the stash and see what I want to do, and you know, I might play around and drop some shit. I got some shit with Quan. That's.
Oh, you know what? You know, I know about those records. Yeah, I know about those.
Oh my God.
Boys.
Oh man.
Oh man. Yeah. Like I mean, low key, I think those are so hard. I mean, we're kind of discussing business on live, but like that could be a little EP, you know?
I know, like, right? Man, like, I know.
I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know how y'all want to do this, but
Quan go crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Man, he go crazy.
In the music really and on social media.
He's like, he got the package, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He just that's my speed. He wild and shit. I love that shit. So me and him was like we vibed in the studio, you know what I'm saying? Like me and him clicked in the studio. So when you got that chemistry like that, like beyond the music, it's just easy. Just like Yelohill, like me and him is easy. We get in the studio, it's easy. Cause we got like a deeper connection in the music, you know. RJ, same thing, it's just easy, you know what I'm saying? Quan is the same way though. Like me and him hit it off and we make some bangers, man.
Yeah.
So that one of those gotta come out.
It's nice when it flows so organically.
Yeah.
You don't have to like
force it.
Just wait for them to hop on it or whatever. Like
sessions could be awkward sometimes.
Right?
Like, be like just weird, like, oh, this energy is weird. Like, oh, I think I'm gonna get out of here.
Like y'all just send you some shit. Like,
yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just text you, bro. Like,
oh my God, Jen, it's so funny. Oh my goodness. So when you're in the studio with an artist, does the artist ever tell you like, yo, like change this up a bit? Like, is it easier for you to have the artist there, or is it easier for you to just send beats to the artist?
I like being with the artist because, yeah, their feedback matters too. Like, I like when they tell me shit like that, like, oh, change the hat, or you know what, add another kick, or maybe don't put that kick. I like that. I ain't that type of producer that's like, nah, let me do my job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I like the input because it's better. Like, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heads is better than one. So you might hear something that I don't hear. Might have this bounce that I didn't feel at that moment. But you like, oh, if you put that kick here, give it this weird rhythm. Like, oh, cool, let me put it. Yeah. Simple. I like that. You feel me? Sending beats is cool too, though. Like, I got beats that bang, and I know if I have to send some shit, I know I'm like, oh, yeah, I know what to send, you know? But it's always better to just be in the studio and get that vibe. It's just the vibe, you feel me? So I like that.
As long as it's not weird.
No, as long as it's not creepy and super hot box.
Oh, I hate that. Oh my God.
Super hot box.
Like, I don't smoke, so I be coming over the second hand high, and I'm just like, oh,
that's
my
what
God.
I'm saying. I don't
my
smoke
dog
either.
Be tripping out like, why does this bitch smell like weed?
I'm not even gonna lie. My backpack, I was in the studio with my boy LB, right? He owns Runts. Man, I'm not even gonna lie. My backpack been smelling like weed for like a week and a half. I put my hand in my backpack earlier, and I pulled my hand. I'm like, damn, ain't even no weed in here.
Like, I have to have a specific backpack that I use for when I go to the studio that already smells like weed.
Yeah.
Because I don't want my other ones to start smelling like weed. You know, it's ridiculous. But
yeah, I know. That shit's big. And I don't smoke, so I be contact high as shit.
Yeah.
I be getting in the car like, oh, damn, I'm kind of lit right now.
I think so that I'm just like, bro, if I get pulled over, I'm fucked. Like,
that's what I be thinking. It's fucked.
Like,
I'm like, man, I ain't trying to go to county right now. Man. I ain't trying to get a DUI for weed I need to smoke.
like, oh my god. Yeah. Cool. So you work with a handful of artists, like your catalog, it has like a bunch of names that are just like holy crap, you know. And then you also work with people that are on the come up as well, which I admire, because you know, this, my whole thing is about bringing up artists that are on the come up. Is there anybody specific that you've heard that you want to work with that's already big or that's on the come up that you haven't been able to get in contact with yet, or are you just like focused on the new album right now?
I haven't really thought right, but I just, you know, I'm tapped in and I listen to shit, but I didn't get on the album was like, I really like White John, and I had a record, but I lost the files, and it was just one of my hard drives crashed, so I lost so much shit. So like, it didn't make sense. So he was like one dude that I wish I had on the album. But you know, the next one, you know what I'm saying? And then like
the good thing is that he's reachable. You're
able to that's what I'm saying. Like, he's reachable. Like, he's on the come up. I fuck with him. The Blue Bloods, like, I haven't done nothing with them, so I know they on fire right now. I think I should tap in with them. Like, I didn't get who else did I those two is like the ones that really stuck out. Frosty, like, I know me and Frosty been meaning to work. We ain't got to get a chance to work, but you know, like, that's the bro I always keep in contact, and I think I'll probably put him on the next project. Like, I'm gonna just, you know, all the people coming up, and then I'm gonna go get some heavy hitters. You feel me? I already got a few. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say the names yet, but you know, like, I'm gonna
keep
just
us surprised.
I'm gonna leave that with a surprise. But like, I'm definitely gonna work with them, and I'm gonna work with the normals, like the RJs and the Stupid Youngs and the Yellows, because that's family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, that's they family. So they always gonna have something on my album every single time. But I'm gonna switch it up this time. I'm gonna get a lot of people that I didn't have on this first album on my next album.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. You know what I'm saying?
I want to know how. This is one of the last questions. How did the remix to I Like come about?
So, how that come about? Yeah, that's a good question. I got the story too. Shit, I dropped I think we dropped a snippet or something, right? And then RJ didn't know Yelohill yet.
Oh, okay.
RJ, he follows me. And then I seen RJ repost like the lyrics, like the first like 4 bars, baby, right? He posted like, I like bitches, large bitches, masculine, all that, right? I'm like, and he tagged me in Yelohill. So then I instantly tapped in with him, like, oh shit, that's the bro, like, bro, hard, like, you got a link with him, woo-de-woo. I was like, man, you should just hop on the remix. He was like, what? Say less. Like, I want to get on the remix. Like, all right, cool. So then he did a verse, and then he did a verse. Then he did the first verse. I had the idea of him coming in off of Yelohill saying, I like, and then him putting bitches, and then he started going crazy. So I put some that idea. I was like, oh shit, I fuck with it. So me, him, and Yelohill did that verse. And then I was thinking, like, who should I put on the second? Who should I put on the second? And then me and Vinny West was tapped in, and I had got one on his project that he just dropped. And I was just like, man, he a ratchet for sure. I need to get him on this shit too. So I sent it to bro, and he was fucking with it, and he shot me back the verse. I didn't do that with him in the studio. I just sent it to him. He shot it back to me, and that's just how that one went out.
And boom. It's so funny because I was listening to it in the car. So I just like to listen to projects in the car. Just
I'm the same way. Same way.
Like, and so I wasn't looking at the track list. I was letting it flow through, and I was just like, and then it started again, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with my phone? Like, I thought like I had like put it on shuffle by accident or something. Yeah. Like, oh, it's a remix. I was like, okay. Like, I felt like I was in the club, like about to get ratchet and shit. Yeah. I was just like, okay. Like,
yeah, real shit. Like, I had to give him the remix because the song was such a good song, and so many people was hitting me up about it, so I'm like, I have to put a remix. Originally, I was gonna go crazy and try to get like 6-7 people on the remix.
And that would have been dope because I feel like the song is already too short. Like, all the good songs are too short. I hate when y'all do that, but I understand, you know.
Yeah, it is. And that was probably that was my first thing. Was like, what if I got like 7 people and made it like this epic remix, like back in the days, like when they used to do the remix with Bad Boy remixes and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, like when they did that Busta Rhymes remix, I forgot what song it was, but like Pat Poose and everybody was on it. You know what I'm talking about? I was like, what if I do some shit like that? But you know, that time ticks. So like, if it don't happen at a certain time, it's just gonna die out. So I was like,
late.
Yeah, I was like, that whole record. To be honest, I was chasing time on that record. Like, I just dropped it 5 days later, shut down, quarantine.
Yeah.
It dropped March 10th. We was on quarantine March 15th. I was like chasing the shit. I'm like, fuck. So like, I wanted to put like Too Short on it. I wanted to go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That would have been so
That's what I said. I wanted to put like the RJ, the Vinny, Too Short, like Joe Moses, like 7 people on that shit and let them just gas that shit.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'll say that idea for something else. You know, I got.
Hey, well, you know, there are people that release like 8 different remixes. Like,
real shit.
Like
Tatiana, didn't they do that for Tatiana? It was like Cardi B. It was like YC. Yeah, I did see that. He had like 2 or 3 remixes.
I mean, you could, but like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, you know, you just putting it out there.
just putting it out there. Yeah, I'll play every single one if you do that. Like, oh man. Well, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to speak to me. I will be in touch as you continue to release music. Let the people know where they can find you and stuff, all your social media and all that. Yeah,
just the gram, follow the gram, Still Killing Them, or just type Steelz.
Still Killing Them.
Just go on the Spotify, all that. I'm about to hit, the album is about like a little bit over 2 weeks old, and I'm about to hit a whole M on the whole album on Spotify. Just Spotify. I'm at like another 500,000 on Apple. I think I'm at like 1.5 on YouTube. So like, it's doing great for already like the first couple weeks. Like, so let's just keep running that shit up. Let's keep running that shit up. Thank you. I appreciate it. All
right. Well, stay in touch. Tell Gentry I said thank you.
Thank you. Of course I will.
Save me that bag of Cheetos.
I got you a bag of Cheetos. I got you. I'm going to put that in the backpack, and I'm going to take it everywhere till I see you.
Just don't let it smell like weed.
No weed.
All right. Thank you.
You have a good one.